Hey, what's up, beauties? This is Carolyn, owner and photographer of Loose Beauty Photography, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are here on another episode of the Nude series where I will have the opportunity to talk openly with willing clients that have shot nude in the past. Today, I will be doing a nude interview with an awesome woman named Jessica. So what's different about Jessica's shoot was she did her shoot with another person, and that gorgeous little person is her 1-year-old daughter. So as a new mom, I would like to think this was an amazing experience of true bond time with mother and daughter and the naturalism of change and growth. I don't want to spoil too much of her story, so let's jump right in. Unfortunately, when I was recording the interview, I realized that when recording from my phone, the audio didn't come out for some reason. I thought about this in the middle of recording and managed to record audio separately during the interview, so I got to salvage majority of the interview. Here is what I have. What was there anything that you remember doing to prepare yourself for doing a nude shoot at all?
Yeah, I mean, of course you like shower and get ready. I'm sure I definitely took a couple of critical looks in the mirror, but I did like make sure that I didn't want to get like too dolled up in my face because I feel like that would like completely be the opposite of the rest of my body. So I felt like if I did use, I'm trying to remember, if I did use any foundation, it was very light. I think I only like put on very little makeup. Just because like, again, if you're going to present yourself naturally, just be natural.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then like I did, put on underwear that I felt like I wouldn't mind having on camera, or just that made me feel good and didn't make me feel like bigger than what I was. I just kind of went in feeling like, okay, this is going to happen. So I guess I just mentally prepared myself like, yeah, we're going to be naked and that's okay.
Yeah, great.
From the moment that we walked in, I felt like very at ease and like unjudged, and I think that's a huge part of, if people are going to do nudes, they need to feel like they're putting trust in you,
Mm-hmm.
And at least for me, I felt like it was very easy to put my trust in you. I know it was easier because like for one thing, because I've done regular photo shoots with you before, but also just because like you just made me feel like whatever I was gonna do and my daughter and everything, it was all right. Like it was all good. So
great. I'm happy.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that was really a big part of it. And then I'm sorry, you were talking about there was a couple of images like me. There was one of me like holding up Susie, and it was like a back silhouette, and I just like that. I just want to put a big like full moon and triple goddess symbol above it. That just made me feel like so good.
Yeah.
That again, and just especially some of the stuff in the tub. Like you had me, and you gave really like good direction. Especially the like when to switch, and especially in the tub, like you kind of give me some really nice direction, and some of those photos turned out like, wow, I want to like that. To me, that's like mommy model, like in a crazy like upscale magazine.
Yeah.
Even though it was just in like a regular bath and stuff, it doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
It really felt like it was really beautiful and like powerful, but it just looked really amazing. Especially the one of me where I'm like closing my eyes and But Susie's like wide open and she's kind of got a cool pose.
Yeah.
It just looks very fashion, you know?
Yeah.
Once we talked about the interview, I definitely looked back at those photos and it just brought me so much joy and like, it just felt really like awesome. It just made me feel really awesome. And some of them are just really beautiful and, you know, feminine, but also like playful. And there's some that I really feel like are very like powerful. And so that, I feel like maybe I should keep those handy to look at when I feel, you know, a little, when I'm getting a little down on myself.
So those are really great points that you touched upon, because what I wanted to also ask is, what do you, like, for us, you've done continued nude shoots, and I want to say is, if you were to do it with any photographer, what do you look for in the photographer in order for you to feel comfortable in progressing to do your nude shoot?
Yeah, so, I mean, I would probably, I'd probably just use you again, because I feel comfortable with you. But, I mean, like I said, you really have to feel trust in them, and that, you know, unjudged.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that's probably the two biggest things, is that you need to feel trust in the person, and that they need to give an air of, like, very unjudgmental, because no matter how you look, I think people just feel like if they're nude, they're judged, because they are.
Yeah, definitely.
Completely out there. And I know you definitely felt that you definitely gave me an air, like a very like calming, and it felt like a really calming experience the whole time, because I didn't feel judged. And I could just be me, and my daughter could run around like crazy because that's how she does. And it's okay, because that's life. So
was there something that I did that maybe, like, if someone was to look at this video and they're trying to come across of being non-judgmental themselves as a photographer, was there something that I did in particular that made you trust and feel confident in doing your shoot?
Yeah, let's see. You know, I think just you were very like friendly, but you just like gave this calm sense to me, you know, where you're just like, yes, this is my setup, you know, feel free to, you know, undress at your leisure, and we can go from there, and kind of gave me an outline of how things were going to go within the shoot. And then, but not, I know that you gave me really good direction when I needed it, but like definitely not too much direction. So I think, especially in nudes, I'm sure it's a lot different when it's just you and the photographer. For me, when it was my daughter, it's like you need to not give a lot of direction.
Yeah.
With like a 1-year-old. Yeah, they're not going to do it. But I feel like you just you never made me feel like, oh yeah, don't do that. You never like gave me that sense like, oh, I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
I know with like the way that you talked, and kind of you just kind of made me feel like at peace with what I was doing. So I can't really pinpoint one thing.
Yeah, definitely.
In particular, but it's just the way that you presented yourself and that you talked. You just like gave an air of calm.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. And I really appreciate that. I'm glad that I give every person a way to feel non-judgmental. That's the whole point of doing nude shoots, is to not feel judged, to feel, to come out feeling self-confident and more motivated in yourself. Okay, and so the last question I have for you is, why should other people do a nude shoot like you did? Why do you think it's important to do a shoot in general?
Yeah, well, I think nude shoots can do a lot. I mean, it depends on what you want to do. and I think it can really like just make you feel really powerful and give off that real sexual like energy. So that would be one reason why to do it. If you just want just you out in nature, it could just make you feel so in touch with, I feel like, the universe and just back to like your natural roots. And even when I did it with my daughter, even though we were inside and stuff, just being naked, I feel like it really gives you and maybe that's why I felt so calm during it, because it really like, it can, if you let it, center yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that a lot more mothers should do it with their daughters and sons. I think it would be, it's just fun, especially, you know, girls as they get older. There's the way that the world is. There's just so much negativity around that, around themselves and what they should be. And I think really showing her when she gets older, like, this is, you know, you, and this is me, and we were just together having fun, and it didn't matter that, like, your mom was, like, super, you know, but your mom wasn't super in shape, and, you know, everything wasn't completely perfect and dolled up, and that's okay. And I feel like it was just a fun experience to do with her, and there was some really great shots of her and I when we were breastfeeding that was just really beautiful. And then in one item that we did use was like the wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
And for me that was just really beautiful because at the time I was involved in the baby wearing community. Now she's way too big for that anymore. But it just like showcased a beautiful, again, very natural and I don't want to say primal, but down to earth, like what people did for thousands of years. They wore their baby. So it just like kind of brought that back. There's just a lot of reasons to do nudes, but I think more moms should do them with their daughters. It's going to make them feel really, it's going to be such a fun experience because you just never know with a little girl what they're going to do. And it can be fun, and those pictures are some of the best pictures I have of her and I. And they're just so beautiful, and they're like, I feel like they're very, though they're nude, they're so high class. Like, I definitely have some that I've put up because they're just gorgeous.
Awesome.
Just because she's nude and I'm nude does not mean that like they need to be tucked away. Like, they're just such beautiful photos of us.
Yeah, they're great. The whole point of nudity, especially for babies, is how small their little feet are, how small their little hands are, and you actually can see that.
Yeah, because, I mean, of course, we get caught up in, like, oh, what a cute dress, oh, she looks so adorable, but your baby is just so gorgeous, just the way he or she is, and that definitely was part of it. Like, you know, when I was holding her and I get to look at those little cheekies, those are so adorable, and her eyes are just, like, so big and beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you really, like, focus on. It's, like, it's just beautiful. Yeah, you brought up a great point.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you coming on this video chat and doing these new interview with me. I hope that this has touched so many people out there and maybe inspire you to do your own nude shoot. Because I think it is important, and as you hear from Jessica, it is really important to just always encapsulate those emotions and having it professionally done. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jessica, and thank you, and I hope you have a great day.
You too. Thank you so much, Carolyn.
All right, and that was such an awesome interview. I hope these interviews really give you a sense of importance of body positivity, destigmatizing the human body, and self-love. Thank you all for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.